I am so excited for this final project for our book clubs. You guys are always so good at making movie trailers and your PSAs and all of those different visual pieces that I cannot wait to see what you come up with for this project. All right, so I'm going to show you how I just kind of took this graphic organizer that we have for creating your book trailer and I applied it to my story. Um, oh gosh, how to transform an everyday ordinary hoop court into a place of higher learning and you at the podium. Okay, so first I took this very first section and it's the hook, catchy lead, attention grabber. Um, and I just wrote down the basic gist of it because the most shocking thing about this story is that this kid spent his summer waking up ready at 5 a.m. to go to work with his dad just to get rejected every single day until finally Dante invited him to the court. So that's my hook because I don't know about you. I would not be willing to do that during my summer vacation. So over here in the text and or image on screen, I'm thinking I'm going to somehow break this down, possibly make it smaller. I'm not sure yet. But just brainstorming it. Have you ever wanted something so badly you'd sleep folded like a pretzel in a tiny car or wake up before 5 a.m. each day of your summer break? That's going to be my catchy lead because not most of us would. And then we have author and title. So that huge long, aka the Hoop Story, right, by Matt De La Pena. And then the short summary, just the basics. You don't want to tell the overall theme. You don't want to tell the overall, the ending of the story or any of that. So I just put the main character is a soon-to-be ninth grader who sees basketball as a way out of his neighborhood to those tree-lined lives they always show on TV. And that was a quote that I pulled from the book. But he finds himself needing a more challenging court with more experienced opponents and teammates. So quote one, he says, ball is like anything else. Put in enough hours, your game's going to blast off. So that's his belief. But then I pulled in just more of that rejection from Dante for my quote number two. That one is right here on this page too. He says, hey kid, why are you still coming here? Nobody thinks you're good enough to play here. Comprende? Why don't you go on back to the barrio, essay? Okay, so those are two very contrasting quotes and really kind of puts his whole summer experience into perspective. That's why I chose those two. So then the question to spark curiosity or the cliffhanger. Would you give up your summer to be told you aren't good enough? And then recommendation. So for fans of Kwame Alexander's books, you're going to love this, or just any sports books in general. All right, so hopefully this gives you an idea of how to fill out this page and to start thinking about how you're going to create your book trailer.